In the shadowy streets of Lumeria, a sprawling metropolis where crime ruled the night, hope seemed to have faded. The city's criminal underworld was dominated by the Syndicate, a ruthless organization led by a man known only as Lord Malak. His influence spread like poison, corrupting law enforcement, politicians, and even the military. No one dared to stand against him. That is, until the arrival of a new hero, a mysterious figure who struck fear into the hearts of the wicked. This was the story of Black Fist. Kai Drayden was once an ordinary man, an expert in martial arts and an advocate for justice. He worked as a detective for the Lumerian Police Department, determined to rid the city of the Syndicate. But his efforts always seemed futile. Every criminal he arrested seemed to walk free the next day, protected by Malak's corrupt web of power. One fateful night, Kai uncovered evidence that could bring down the Syndicate for good. But before he could act, he was betrayed. Ambushed by the Syndicate's enforcers, Kai was brutally beaten and left for dead in the dark alleys of Lumeria. His body was broken, but his spirit was not. As he lay there, fighting for his life, something strange happened. A mysterious figure emerged from the shadows, a man cloaked in darkness, who called himself Erebus, the keeper of an ancient power known as the Shadow Fist. Erebus told Kai that he had been chosen to carry on a legacy of warriors who wielded the power of darkness for justice. This power, known as the Black Fist, was a gift, but it came at a cost. It gave the wielder immense strength, speed, and the ability to manipulate shadows, but it also threatened to consume them if used recklessly. The power required balance, a sharp mind and an unbreakable will. Kai, driven by his need for justice and revenge, accepted Erebus' offer. That night, he was reborn. His body healed rapidly, infused with the dark energy of the Black Fist. His hands became shrouded in black shadows, capable of delivering blows that could shatter steel and create shockwaves that could knock back even the strongest foes. He could blend into the shadows, moving unseen and striking fear into his enemies. The criminals of Lumeria had a new nightmare. Now, Kai operated under a new name, Black Fist, the Dark Guardian of Lumeria. He became the symbol of vengeance, striking at the heart of the Syndicate from the shadows, dismantling their operations piece by piece. Word of his exploits spread like wildfire. Criminals began to whisper about the dark figure that moved through the night, taking down entire gangs without a trace. But Black Fist was not without enemies. Lord Malak, furious at the loss of his empire, made it his mission to hunt down this new threat. Malak himself was no ordinary man. He had dabbled in the occult and possessed dark powers of his own. He summoned a deadly assassin known as Shadowbane, a warrior trained in the ancient arts of shadow manipulation, to eliminate Black Fist. The two warriors first crossed paths in the abandoned ruins of an old cathedral, a place that had long been forgotten by the people of Lumeria. As Black Fist moved silently through the crumbling hallways, Shadowbane appeared from the darkness, his twin blades shimmering in the dim light. The battle that ensued was like no other. Shadows clashed, darkness exploded, and the sound of steel echoed through the empty cathedral.